The Dead by Daylight community are some horny motherfuckers.
I'm getting horny. I'm getting horny.
So, in honor of that, I've decided that today I'm going to do Dead by Daylight Smash or Pass Killer Edition. I don't know why, but it's here, so let's do it. To make it a bit more spicy, every killer who I will smash, I'm going to put in a tier list. Okay, I'm actually going to rate them on smashability. So let's get into it. Let's just dive right in and see which killers I would smash. And of course, guys, I'm still going for 1,000 subscribers before June. Please do hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you want to leave a comment to judge me greatly on my choices of smash or pass, then please do so in the comments. I would love to hear what your thoughts are. Let's get into it. Okay, so straight off the bat, let's go with who I would not smash. Who would I pass? Oh, by the way, I rated the tiers S, A, B, C, D, F. I didn't miss a letter. What are you talking about, man? No, that's the correct alphabet. On to the list. First one that I want to pass is the twins. I have no interest in threesomes, man. That seems like a lot of effort to me. Next up is Freddy. If you know his lore, it's probably self-explanatory as to why I wouldn't smash Freddy. Next up on pass is Demogorgon. I would not smash the Demogorgon. He's the demo puppy. He's like the only animal out of all the killers I've realized doing this list. Yeah, I'm not really into that personally. And then finally, on the pass, because surprisingly the pass list is quite small, is Clown. I don't want to have my finger chopped off after the deed, you know? It kind of ruins the mood. So like I said, it was a really small list for pass. I don't know why. This is what I mean about the Dead by Daylight community just being horny, and I'm part of that. Apparently I just want to smash all the killers, and now I'm going to rate them. Okay, so at the bottom of the list is Blight. I hate the Blight. He can get in the bin, but I chose not to pass him because he's a smart boy. That kind, you know, that's kind of nice. You like a guy with some wit and some intelligence about him. He's got a weird mouth thing going on, but hey, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge on looks. You know, it's not allowed, man. Next up on the F tier, we have the Booba. The Booba Booba. Now, he gives some good grunts, but I just don't feel like those are the grunts I'm going to want in the bedroom. But I didn't put him in pass because he's got a bit of a dad bod aspect to him. Next up is Death Slinger. Death Slinger is very old, and yeah, he's not completely passable, but he's very old. And yeah, he's very old. And then finally in the F tier, we have the Legion. They're very angsty teens. I just don't like the whole angsty teen vibe, you know. It kind of annoys me. On to the D tier. Here we go. We have, first off, the Trapper. I have seen a picture of the Trapper without his mask. Here is one now for you, so you can see it. It is haunting, so I would probably ask him to keep the mask on. Next up is the Doctor. He's got some nice eyes, some nice teeth. You can tell he takes care of those. He goes to the dentist, all that. You know, I like a man who takes care of himself. The Oni. Yeah, I don't know. He's got good daddy energy. You know, that's about it, really. Yeah. Next, the Hillbilly. Again, don't judge a book by its cover. It's the same as Blight. You know, he's got a bit of a smooshed face, but that's okay. I'm sure under all of that, and ignoring the fact that he shoots animals and has killed a lot of people, he seems like a nice guy. I don't know. I think I felt bad for him. Maybe this is pity smash. Pity smash for the Hillbilly. And then rounding off the D tier, we have the Hag, Miss Hagatha. Yeah. Moving on to C tier, we have the Wraith. He seems nice. He seems like a really chill dude. I feel like out of all of them, he'd probably give you the most respect. Next up on C tier is the Spirit. The whole like weird limb thing and half hanging off limbs and seeing inside her like a roll of sushi thing did kind of almost make me put her in a lower tier, but we all have our skeletons in the closet. We all have our baggage. I'm not going to judge her for that. And then rounding out C tier, we have the Pig. Amanda in the films wasn't bad. You know, she was just a bit messed up, which is fair. She had a big fucking trap pot on her head. Moving on to B tier, we have Le Ghostface. I know that everybody loves Ghostface, but for me, he's just a dude. Like, that earns him B tier at least, but he's just a dude. He doesn't really have anything special going on for him like some of the other killers, so I think he's B tier, you know, he's quite average for me. And then rounding out the B tier was short, was the Nemesis. And that, I'm not commenting further on that one. Moving on to A tier. To start with in the A tier, we have Le Trickster. I want to point out, by the way, at this point, that these orders, this is no particular order for the tiers. Like, I've just ordered them in tiers. They're not ordered in, like, best to worst or anything like that. They're just put on there as I saw fit. But anyway, A tier, we have Trickster. Trickster is one fine gentleman, let me do say so myself. You know, he's got something about him. He's got something about him that just, he draws you in. Next up, we have Anna. Anna the Huntress is obviously mommy fucking energy. Yeah, I don't know. There's just a unanimous decision with the Huntress that she's pretty cool. Next up is the Pyramid Head. Big P Head. He's got like abs for days, and he had an ass that behavior literally had to nerf. Like, if that doesn't sell him to you, I don't know what ever will, to be honest. The Cenobite. Now, the Cenobite is literally like the king of BDSM and all of that, I'm pretty sure. Like, in the films and in the series and stuff. That's why he has chains and shit. Like, I'm not saying I'll be into that, but if he goes that far, then like for a vanilla dude like me, he must know some fucking fun shit. I feel like I'm really putting myself in a weird position on YouTube by making this video, but it's fine. We continue. There's only like 4 killers left. We may as well finish the fucking thing. Rounding out A tier, we have the Nurse. I mean, just look at her Mori. You can't tell me that doesn't interest you. In S tier, the top tier, these guys up here in the S tier, these guys are like the creme de la creme. These are the ones that if they came and took you on a date, you'd probably shit yourselves because they're fucking brutal murderers. But even so, you would still probably consider yourself lucky. So let's see who we got. To begin with, we of course have Daddy Myers. Daddy Myers had to make the S tier of this list. He's just excellent, isn't he? The old Daddy Myers. There's nothing more needs to be said. Then we have the Plague. Now, don't let looks fool you. She may look like a horrible, disease-ridden person, but she's very tall, and the internet likes that. And then, rounding off the S tier, the number one creme de la creme killer is the Artist. Now, when the Artist like first came out, there was just something special about her. She had some good vibes to her, you know? You knew that she would treat you to a good time. Where was I going with that? I don't know why I felt the need to defend myself to you. This is my list, okay? This is my list. And I am happy with my list. It took great fucking time to put together as well. But wait, we're missing a killer. The Onryo. As soon as I played the new killer in my chat, I had people immediately giving her nicknames, you know, like Daddy Myers and Vommy Mommy and all of these kind of things. You know, people giving nicknames to these killers. People immediately tried to do it with the Onryo and called her Choke Mommy. I cannot tell you how uncomfortable it made me. Okay, the killer currently is based on Sadako, who is 19. True, but the American version, Samara, is 12, and they look exactly the same. So I'm going to immediately veto anyone getting horny over this killer because it feels wrong. It feels very weird. This is essentially a child, okay? At the very least, it's a young teenager, and I'm not vibing with that, which is why the Onryo immediately goes in the pass category, okay? She is a firm pass. I would accept nobody calling her Choke Mommy. It's weird, it's strange, and no. And that concludes my tier list. Enjoy it, look at it. It's beautiful, right? It's full of good decisions, not at all questionable choices, okay? And you may be wondering, you know, why have I wasted my time making this video? Why have I just sat here and just thought about which of the killers I would smash? And you know what the answer is? I have no fucking clue. But I hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up. I ain't never giving up. Taking that crown from you. Oh, what a dumb video. Let's go.